Yeah. Hey man, say man, it's your boy DWA man. They like that. Yo, another Rise and Grind live show. It's episode number 36. It's got to a whole brick on there. You know. Hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you really mindful with the content. We are currently live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. So pull up in here, leave a comment. Y'all know the route. Nobody's been here yet, but y'all know my slogan. The game don't wait. You at that button. First, well, hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Long weekend, Labor Day and all that. West Indian Day Parade, you know what I'm saying? It's down. Still got the flag waving. You heard? I breezed through Brooklyn yesterday. I didn't go too deep, you know, like for the festivities and shit. Really just went to see what the chicks were doing, like what the guys looking like down there. And that was it. They had like the subway all like jacked up. I really ain't what I'm out here trying to get to that hour or whatever shit too late, especially if the shit ain't running properly, because surely enough, like, something pop off or we gonna have shit super congested and blocked off. And surely I was right, because every year something go down, you know what I mean? And kind of leads us to our first story, right? Violence erupts on Eastern Parkway after the West Indian raid on. So, during the 2025 West Indian Day Parade on Labor Day, Brooklyn, violence broke out in the hours following like the main procession, and as the crowds were dispersing and everybody was over there at parties or whatever they were doing, right? At least 6 people were shot and 1 person was slashed in like 4 separate incidents that occurred across Crown Heights. You know what I mean? And they saying that it went down between like 5:30 and 9:30. Here I am or whatever, leaving around like 3:30. I get the hell up out of Brooklyn, whatever, and my way back. And it's crazy, like the violence happened despite significant police presence out there. Like them boys was outside. You know what I mean? There was barely no cops downtown Brooklyn or whatever and shit where I first went and handled some shit. You know? First incident happened around 5:35 p.m. on Eastern Parkway near Utica Avenue. Utica. So gunfire erupted during the raid route. And the victim was a dude in his 20s who got like shot in the leg, and the other woman in her 40s got grazed in the ass. Now, that's crazy, because you usually go out there, whatever, and one of the purposes you get to see all that. Now it's like, damn, bro, what you not even say about it? But the good news is, I mean, at least if there's any good news about it, they were both taken to King County Hospital and listed the stable condition. shit right after that. So 5:30, 5:35, 25 minutes from, so 37 minutes later, right, on Eastern Parkway in Nostrand, which is really not that far at all. It's very good. So, dude ended up getting slashed over there. You know what I mean? What they just started cutting is the victim, though, had refused medical treatment and was uncooperative with investigators. So I'm assuming he probably know who did that. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, we'll pay attention to the news, see what happens. Shit. So let's 6:12, 6:12. So about 34 minutes later, on Eastern Parkway in Classic, two men, aged 36 and 21, were shot in the shoulder and taken to King County Hospital. Yeah. King County is busy, like how St. Barnaby was busy when reporting on the 4 Bronx shootings last week. I'm saying they were in stable condition. Then after that, so let's see, 46 and 9 minutes later, on Nostrand Avenue in Sturbridge. Now we still on Nostrand. We just banged the corner. Like, you know what I'm saying? So an incident, basically it's a shooting that was near the parade route. You know what I mean? And a 53-year-old man was critically injured with gunshot wound to the neck and leg, while a 40-year-old woman sustained a non-life-threatening ankle injury. They did arrest the person of interest, take him into custody or whatever, who, the connection is actually unclear. So they don't even know if this nigga is like the shooter, but they're saying that he might have been with the crowd, to go there and draw. Later on in the evening, you know what I'm saying, like a 14-year-old boy was shot in the left hand and back, and is expected, like he was expected. And this is like kind of coming at a time where, I was reporting how Trump was saying he wanted to send the National Guard into New York City, and officials saying that crime is down or whatever, which I looked at the stats, it is, and just, highlight, shit get highlighted, you know what I mean? Mayor Adams and Police Commissioner Tisch had announced, that there will be increased security event, calling it the largest police deployment of the year. As early as today, Tuesday morning, ain't no arrests been made in most of the incidents, except for that one we talked about. And investigators are still, I guess, trying to determine if the shootings are connected. And so that's pretty much what's going on with that. 82, what up, though? Word. I gotta get back to checking the comments and everything like that when I be doing But so my take on the West Indian Day Parade, just New York insider. I always felt like the parade was just a hotbed to settle old disputes, because the city is so big. we could be from the same hood and we had an issue, not see each other for a while. You know what I mean? West Indian Day Parade just happened to be one of them places where you're bound to like bump into somebody you know, and maybe somebody you got beef with, maybe somebody you robbed, like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of old people never get squashed out. There'll be so many people kind of congregated in one area. Even if you start with the parade and you just go all the way down the route, you're gonna bump into somebody because everybody's following the procession. You know, so I think that's just what it is. Then on top of that, it just be little shit like monkeys down there trying to hustle, trying to scheme, niggas literally going out there looking to catch a lick because they know people be coming out there with some money to spend and, you know, wearing their jewelry on. They want to make an impression and all that. So, you know, it's like any other big event, man. You know, but it just seems routine. It's just like going to Times Square to see the ball drop, and we always knew when the news came on after the ball drop, they were gonna find a body in that bitch, like in the Hudson or something. Every year we were just waiting, like, yo, how many bodies are they gonna find this? That's why a lot of New Yorkers don't even go to see the ball drop. That used to be playing in the background on the TV while we, you know, finding nothing. But let me know what y'all think, man. You know, they saying gun violence and all of that shit is down in the city or whatever, and you know they're saying that to combat, especially Trump saying that he wanted to send the National Guard to New York. 50 niggas just got shot in Chicago last weekend or whatever and shit. I'm not trying to put nothing on Chicago, but if you want to send somebody somewhere or whatever, send them over there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we good. You know what I'm saying? 8 million people or whatever. We can afford a couple shooters. You can get shot every day, dude. But nah, man, get well to all the people who got injured, man. You know what I'm saying? Tighten up, y'all. That's all I'm saying. I can't really say stop the violence. The world's always violent. Share, man. Let me know what you think about that or whatever, man. Share, hit that like and subscribe button. In here, share the live, share the live. Daylight TV. So next up, I'm gonna break down Mel Matrix early release, the 6IX9INE the Rap. And the reason I'm gonna do that is because I came across this clip. Now I recorded Friday about Mel Matrix coming home and all that. Jim Jones was out there, whatever, you know, welcome back. So then I've come across 6IX9INE saying this shit. You would know nothing about. Now I don't know who was doing the interview and was like, right, like, no man, not right. You don't let that right ass nigga on with that narrative. So I decided, let me clarify this shit or whatever. Because you know, when you don't stay in jail or whatever and fight your case or whatever, you may not know how everything is going on with people who actually take their time and stand up. So, rapper Mel Matrix, whose real name is Jamel Jones, you know what I mean, also known as Mel Murder, like I said, when I first started hearing about dudes, I heard about Mel Murder. Different life, different time, right? Now, Mel was initially arrested in November 18th, 2018. Right? He was arrested by federal authorities along with S6IX9INE and several other alleged members of the Nante, blood, Shotty, Dude, Hard, like a lot of names, you understand what I'm saying? But like those were the stand up, and those are the names that I knew like before all the trailer and shit, like names I heard in the street, niggas that my people do, I knew they did. I never got into gang bang shit. The next day, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York formally announced, the charges. And for his involvement in the conspiracy, Mel was initially sentenced to 135 months in federal prison, which I discussed last week, which is equivalent to about 8 years and 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like 11 and a quarter. In addition to the prison time, he was hit with 5 years supervised release and a $10,000 forfeiture. Now, Mel was released, this is where I get it for, little snitching ass in. Snitch 9. So, here's how this works. Mel was released early due to a combination of factors related to federal prison system or whatever, specifically the First Step Act. You know what I'm saying? And, basically, under the First Step Act of 2018, federal inmates can earn up to 54 days of good time credit for each year of their sentence. Right? On top of the initial, like, good time, like the way it's already computed. Right? Not just for time served. So this provides, possibility for 15% reduction of good behavior and compliance with like prison rules. And y'all ain't gonna have no good behavior problems because of his status. Like, most of the time, it's like anything really play with you. So therefore, you're not gonna have an opportunity to really get in no shit. You got money, so you're not hard up there because shit made sure that boy is straight now. You know what I mean? The First Step Act also allows for earning time credit in facilitative programs and other activities. So these credits can qualify an inmate for placement in like pre-release custody, such as like halfway housing, home confinement, and all of that, right? The credit also whatever will let like actually get them like released off of home confinement and shit like that or whatever. I believe that they fly right with that. So served 7. Right? Like all of that shit adds up, bro. Because I mean, like, let's just round everything off to 10. If he got hit with 10, he would have had to do 8.5 before he came home. So the niggas here, you're here or whatever and shit 20 years early with your rat ass. You know what I'm saying? You try to serve some shit or whatever, but I think Mel Majors or whatever for one is like clean. For 2, he ain't finna crash out like Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my take or whatever on that. Like, it's crazy how you really sitting here mad to see a nigga that you told on come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy. But, hey man, welcome home though. S6IX9INE. Yeah, we gotta stop letting these like rat ass niggas spin the narrative. While we're on the subject of rapping and rap, next up, we're gonna talk about a video I posted over the weekend. Young Thug snitches about Lil Wayne's tour bus shooting during interrogation video. Audio. We have the audio. That boy, like, take it. Like I said, I posted the video on YouTube, went through it, and a couple of notes, you know what I mean? So, controversy around Young Thug's alleged snitching had erupted nearly, after a nearly 2-hour long interrogation tape resurfaced online. The video reportedly was from a 2022 during YSL RICO investigation. It showed the rapper voluntarily speaking to detectives about the 2015 shooting of Lil Wayne's tour bus. In the video, Young Thug mentions YSL affiliate P.D. Roscoe by name. He also discussed selling marijuana to Lil Wayne. Now, when questioned about the tour bus shooting, Thug said, they said P.D. Roscoe or Roscoe did it. And adds, like, I don't want to block y'all investigation by saying Roscoe ain't do that. Alright? Now, right there, like the red flag to me. Like, once you said like they saying Roscoe did it, what what they say? Let them people go out there, do their canvas, do their job, and everything like that, like they're paid to do. Then you said, I don't want to block your investigation. No, why didn't you take the hospital, whatever cost I can, or whatever and shit to block the investigation? You feel me? Even if it's the ops, like, I ain't gonna put the law on the ops, nigga. That ain't my error. Now, they're trying to say that Thug's statement wasn't a direct admission of guilt on Roscoe's part. You know what I'm saying? Even, but like once he added that whole thing, I don't want to block y'all investigation. So basically, you don't want to help him out. You want to be like a friend. And this remark basically suggests that he's aware of the rumors. He wasn't necessarily confirming them on his own personal knowledge. So why are you even sitting here or whatever adding to the room? Like, you know how you work, bro. Like, all they want is a bunch of people to say something, and then they gonna push that shit. Now, at the end of the 2-hour interrogation, Thug offered the detectives his phone number, implying a willingness to continue their conversation, I guess. You know, now, naturally, this has led to the internet, you know what I mean, you know, accusations of hypocrisy. Because we all know how Young Thug been going in Gunna. And even labeled, I saw someone even labeled Kid Cudi a rat. You know what I'm saying? For testifying at Diddy. Cooperation with law enforcement or snitching is, you know, it's supposed to be widely condemned in the hip hop community. I don't know why y'all think that. I mean, I get it because niggas is supposed to be from the streets and all that shit, but these niggas ain't street. And even the street niggas be telling. I ain't gonna get too far off today or whatever. But you know, it damn sure conflicts with his prior stance on, you know, loyalty. And, you know, aiming to Roscoe in the shooting when they were like, you violated the damn street code that you publicly upholding when you told people not to put them numbers. Now, Young Thug gonna go and deny the allegations on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying they didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. Hashtag rat where. Nigga ratting wherever the hell you was shitting at, whatever you told the people. You could have just helped them people by saying, I don't know nothing about anything. Like, y'all niggas, these niggas don't even be that smart to even trying to play with police like this. You know me? Maintain that, like, clips taken out of context. What context? I mean, you sat down for 2 hours almost, and then gave him your number after the fact. It took you out your misery. Pee-wee Roscoe has them jumped up here, calling Young Thug clean as Listerine, and stating that Thug did what any real street nigga would do in an interrogation, claiming that Thug was trying to help. What street niggas raised you? Who grew the you? Y'all might not remember, but Pee-wee Roscoe was not those talented kid that was on the BMF Heat. I believe that was the mixtape, the BMF Heat mixtape, hosted by DJ Show. Pee-wee Roscoe, I could find a picture or whatever and shit, like of him on stage or whatever with a like a stretched out, like big ass white beater. Somebody let him wear like a weightless something. Like he probably stole that shit, bro. But I don't know, bro. Like that little nigga, you know, he was in the mix, he was outside, but her brother and rapper I think they said he snitched too. But he had jumped in the comments and whatever saying took mine on the chin. and rejected claim that he ever acted as a woman. I'm gonna tell you like this: the only thing I believe any of these YSLs they never took on the chin, that's fucking serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe none of these things. You know, online, you know, the fans' reaction has been divided. Some have dismissed the video as harmless, you know what I'm saying? While others believe that it revealed the double standard and hypocrisy on Thug's part. And it just really continues to fuel ongoing debate about, you know, loyalty and street code and hip hop. And here's the thing, though. As far as the fan being divided and confused and shit, like, don't be confused now. Don't be confused now. You niggas didn't get confused when the boy wore the dress. Then went shopping for another dress. Then wore a dress and whatever on his damn album cover. That nigga looked like a cross between RuPaul and Raiden from Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let all of that shit fly. Y'all let him fly with he supposed to dick. That's my hubby. That's my bet. What about other men, nigga? This is the same guy with us last year who sat here and said, if you ever get like some serious time, the time that they give him on furlough to go be with his family, he will go and get breast implants that way he can play with his kids. This is the nigga who y'all hammered. Like, you know, y'all was bragging that y'all was free Jeffrey. Free Jeffrey. Niggas might well go and join the Rainbow Mafia with that. Yeah. But we ain't done with Thugger Thugger yet. This nigga done moneyed all of the best play in Georgia, nigga. So we also have leaked phone calls between Young Thug and 20 Savage speaking on Gunna and his album, and a few other things. A few other people. So the leaked jail call featuring Thug and 21 Savage. Yeah, this shit might as well be a record. Allegedly laughing about Lil Baby after Gunna claimed QCCOP was the snitch. They were trying to so yeah, so yeah, look, leaked phone call between Young Thug and 21 Savage, speaking on Gunna and his album, and Lil Baby and Quality Control too. Right? So, like I was saying, a leaked phone call featuring Young Thug and 21 Savage allegedly laughing. Well, Thug asking 21 to jump on the album because he wants to drop the same day as he wants to drop the same day as Gunna, right? And mind you, this is a jail call. You know what I mean? So Thug is still locked up. He's just trying to drop some unreleased music from jail, and he's just having it come on you. So they were laughing about Lil Baby after who's been super vocal, you know, about Gunna and everything like that, and that he's standing 10 toes with Thug and this whole shit, right? So Gunna came out and claimed that QC's COP at the time was a snitch. Further, you know, complicated the situation. You know what I mean? These leaks were, you know, kind of, well, not were, like they're kind of opening or reopening old feuds and intensified, like, you know, debates over the loyalty within Atlanta's rap scene. That's why I said this nigga done played all the red play in Georgia. You understand what I'm saying? Here, Thomas responded aggressively to the snitching allegations. And used his Instagram story to call out Young Thug and P.B. Roscoe, calling them broke ass bats for trying to run a rat narrative, you know, on. But you did sit down with the police too. Now he defended his status by clarifying that he's not a street nigga, but a tax-paying citizen that's running a business and taking care of my family. Nigga, please. That's what all of you niggas. You niggas love to turn over a new leaf when something happens. I never see it. Why do niggas never decide that they gonna come tax-paying citizens and do all of this shit like before they get jammed up? Why is always after? Why niggas gonna never walk away from this shit or whatever while they up? I mean, you still not supposed to do that shit anyway, man. It's like that shit karma, like you've been out here all these years and now you wanna turn around or whatever and start calling other people out for what you did. Nah, you changed and hope everybody else or whatever wise up better like you did. You know what I'm saying? The plus or whatever and shit go, you try to stand too much or whatever and make too much money off the streets or whatever. It's not the street. Fuck out of here. He stated that he never cooperated with law enforcement or implicated anyone in writing. Or writing that, and by the way, I ain't never been in no courtroom or on no, or sat in no interrogation room. You did shit interrogation. You damn sure gave the people a statement. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm gonna double check on that shit or whatever, but I'm pretty goddamn sure you sat there and gave them something about your boy getting picked up. Now, in the comment section of a DJ Academic post, he also denied allegations that Young Thug, the allegation that Young Thug made about Lil Baby contract negotiations. Wasn't like Thug in the phone call with Gunna, I mean not Gunna, phone call with Savage. Lil Baby refused $150 million offer from Scooter Braun P wasn't in the room. But P later sold his label without cutting his Lil Baby in on the deal. P called cap on the entire story. Now, Lil Baby's response had been less direct than P, and primarily communicated through his actions and a cryptic sense deleted, social media posts. Yeah, well, Lil Baby is dressing these days like a little lady, kind of acting like one. This nigga was the one that y'all was rubbing on through and shit like that was letting niggas hug him from the back. And now we seen the little outfits he be wearing on. He be wearing the white beanie, girls and shit. I don't know. And like little skinny, squatty niggas. It's like they feel like if it can fit them in the store, their feminine body types. A lot of you niggas favorite rappers like Jada Pinkett. It's a boy body, but it look like a bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But anyway, I'm wild. I'm being so mean. Why am I being mean? Young Thug reportedly sent a now deleted tweet to Lil Baby that read, "Damn, what's understood ain't got to never be explained. I'm with you forever." Likely, I guess, attempt to show solidarity. I guess, or whatever Rainbow Mafia organization they belong to, and address the situation publicly through, so the message, that shit got taken down real quick. I'm probably have to think. I know somebody got a clip, like, shot it. I just couldn't find it when I was trying to go and look for it, you know what I mean? Put it live. According to more of the leaked audio, 21 Savage reportedly told Young Thug that Lil Baby, owned this gunner for clout. You know what I mean? And Thug basically agreed that Lil Baby, jumped to criticize Gunner too early. What do you mean, snitching ass nigga? You trying to stand up for your dumb ass. So this suggests that Lil Baby's own camp may have his own issues with his past actions in ongoing YSL drama. The leak call, and this just got his own drama. OPF, OMF, you know what I mean? Shit going on, whatever. The leak call is just part of a longer, more public history attention. For example, back in December of 2024, Lil Baby had told the DJ to turn off the song featuring Gunner and said, "Fuck the rap, turn that shit off." While that specific incident was likely aimed at Gunner, the leak call suggests there's a more nuanced, issue going on behind the scenes with these. So, I don't know. Naturally, these fans are gonna defend this goofy niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because some of you wild ass niggas probably done went and got snake tattooed on your body, fire cells, slime life. It's like, these are the most swagger jacking niggas or whatever ever, bro. You took slime from Noriega and Bono. Took the drip, the splash and all that. You took that from softball. You took the spider from Hank and them out of Baton Rouge. And then it's like people who still just letting y'all run around, then you did all the little white rainbow mafia shit. Bogus as hell, bro. And now, look at y'all. This is who y'all was standing up for all this time. Check. Okay. I never liked this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then like, I don't wish jail no way. That nigga would have went to like federal prison or some shit like that. My only hope is they would put him in the same cell with like the real pistol people. Just to tell you 1 second. Oh man, hey, let me know what y'all think about this shit, man. Rainbow. Hit that like the spot button. Daylight TV. While we're on the subject of, you know, shit, crash out, everything. Got a story out of Florida. NBA 2K25 shooter. So, apparently, a dude named Derek Terrell is second. I mean, you had a whole, somebody cared enough to give you their name. And another dude by the name of Isaiah Gaffney Lilleboys. Basically had a dispute over NBA 2K25 in like the chat. Like I guess they were on like the live. You know what I'm saying? So on the morning of August 14, 2025, Derek Terrell, age 2nd, 23, and Isaiah Gaffney Lilleboys, 25, got into a heated argument over the live chat while playing the video game, NBA 2K for their PlayStation. Man. Now, during the quarrel, allegedly or reportedly sent Lilleboys his address in Northwest Miami-Dade, you know what I'm saying, and told him, pull up. We would love to say that. Pull up, nigga. So, the fatal confrontation transpired on the same day, August 14, 2025, at about 11:40 a.m. Lilleboys arrived at the Park Towers apartment complex where H lived, according to the arrest report. The argument escalated in the parking lot. Lilleboys reportedly slapped H, and I'm saying it's H, it might be accident, you know what I mean? But anyway, after being slapped, H drew a gun and basically shot the dude Isaiah multiple times. Immediately following the shooting, that test, whatever, he fled the scene and returned to his apartment. That's how you know, like, niggas don't really criminals out like this. If you're a criminal, you usually have some place else to go in case something like that happens. Like it's already kind of lined up. The last thing you want to do is plan that shit. Lilleboys was airlifted to HCA Florida Aventura Hospital, where he was pronounced dead shortly after. Now, after the shooting, 8 surrendered to the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office deputy, and during his interaction with authorities, he provided a full confession. On August 21st, 2025, he was formally arrested and booked into the Turner Beaufort Night Correctional Center on a charge of second-degree murder with a weapon. August 22nd, he appeared before a judge where he was denied bond. Now, talk about a goddamn crash out, bro. You know what's crazy about this? Killing somebody over 2K, and you probably don't even have 2K for bond or lawyers. Got GoFundMe. You probably got to sell your PlayStation. You know what else is crazy? Letting the argument over NBA 2K25 have your ass looking at going to prison until NBA 2K6 comes out. See, the whole crazy shit is he invited the nigga over. Now the stupid woman had to go over to his house. Like, brother had to stand the ground on, but I guess he would invite the person. And you know, if the person goes over there, isn't it like mutual? Like, and I guess that's why they're not talking like first degree. I think honestly, because the dude slapped him, right? And yeah, be careful slapping people. If you can punch a person in the face, they'll probably punch you back, whatever. That slapping shit, that shit gets you murdered. Yeah. I don't know what happened, whatever you want to do. I don't know if you slapped him or punched him. If you outside the Wendy's in Memphis, like, you know, he fired off on that nigga, clearly seen he got a gun. That boy lit his ass up. And then slapped the shit out of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. Yeah, I don't know what you got to say about that. 23 years old, you threw your life away or whatever and show a fucking video. And you know what's hella weird about that? Another person who went out like that or whatever and shit was Lil Snoop. Right.
Meek Mill's protege. It's clear to see he was admired and very talented. During his 18 years of life, he had many people who looked up to him. Attributed to his blazing flow, mixed with his lethal punchlines, launched his career to stardom. Following the release of his RNIC mixtape that was published on April 13, 2013, many...
I thought that was the actual... Oh my shit. But... yeah, man, you know, that shit happened to Lil Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he ain't, you know, thing, but I mean, the dude took his ass out over video game. And I think it was 2K too. That shit's crazy. That shit was so stupid. I'm not even gonna say rest in peace or free neither one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, take it up with God. On some good news, of course. We got Trick Daddy Dollars opens up a second Sunday's Eatery, Broward County. out to Trick. So rapper Trick Daddy officially opened up his second Sunday eating location in Broward County on August 30th, 2025. The new soul food restaurant is located in Fort Lauderdale, one block east of the I-95 highway underpass at 2010 Northwest 6th Street, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I mean, Sunday Eatery is specializing in Southern and Caribbean soul food, which is, Trick said tribute to the Sunday dinner that he grew up eating as a kid. The venture is a partnership with Natasha Colvin, known for her popular food chain, The Licky. Trick Daddy, 30 miles more east. And Colvin opened up the flagship location of Sunday's Eatery in Miami Gardens back in 2019. That is published his intention to expand following the success of the Miami Gardens location. I heard it be popular there too. He announced the goal of opening a Sunday in every hood in South Florida. Instagram post from April 15, 2025 from Trick Daddy Dollars announced that they were going to expand in the Broward. And on August 8th, a video interview with WPLG Local 10 was published where Trick Daddy confirmed that the expansion was underway. Like, coming to Broward and all that. By the 25th, just about 2 weeks later, social media posts began appearing to promote the grand opening, and a post from a bunch of celebrities and shit promoting the new location or whatever. Now, on August 28th, I saw a Florida Sun Sentinel interview from August 28th that detailed the new location at 2010 Northwest 6th Street and the upcoming grand opening. And in the interview, Trick Daddy was expressing his desire to be a daily presence, taking photos with fans and even working as a line cook. You know what I mean? Now, I've been hearing that Trick is always present, like at the spot, like he's really like invested. And you all know, like he like, bitch, I got my pots and all that. The promotional videos on Instagram showcase the event and the positive community response. And yeah, Trick let a kid, Trick do a lot for the community in Miami and shit. Even with the financial issues he's had, I think it's very commendable or whatever and shit that Trick does do as much as he can or whatever to give back to all that. And that nigga love Miami. Yeah, shout out Trick, man. Congratulations. I definitely need to take a trip down to Florida, South Florida. We lived there. I lived there as a little kid for a while. Like, I was born in New York, but my mom lived down there. Came back to New York in yeah, I got a little connection to whatever for Miami in particular. Next up, we're gonna get into some sport news. Right? Football season is upon us, so y'all know I'm excited. first story we got on the gridiron. San Francisco 49ers won't trade Juwan Jennings. Here's why. So, if y'all be following or whatever, y'all know Juwan wanted to be traded and all of that, and it's a lot going on. And finally, John Lynch, said that it didn't happen. They not. They need it. Now, there's several interconnected events and factors that led to them announcing that they're not going to trade, their wide receiver, despite his request for a trade or a new contract. So on May 29th, day after my birthday, 2024, Jennings signed a 2-year, $52.4 million extension with the 49ers through the 2025 season. This deal included $10.5 million guaranteed. During the late 2024 NFL season, Jennings had the career year, finishing with 77 catches, 975 receiving yards, and 6 touchdowns, establishing himself as a reliable target for Brock Purdy. Now, July 14, 2025, according to ESPN sources, Jennings is seeking, that's when it came out or whatever, that Jennings was seeking the contract or whatever it is, more lucrative contract or a trade. And this likely was influenced by his breakout season and the rising wide receiver market. Now, late July, Jennings reported to training camp on time and participates in the first 4 practices. Around July 27th, he suffered a calf injury, causing him to miss most of the rest of training and the entire preseason. Bo ain't been outside. The injury raises question naturally about his availability during the regular season. As of August 27th, in response to the media speculation and questions about Jennings' absence and contract status, 49ers general manager John Lynch held a press conference, and he confirmed that Jennings requested a trade a while ago, though he did not specify when or a while ago was. Lynch emphatically stated that 49ers will not trade Jennings. You know what I mean? He said he asked for it, he moved on. We're not doing that. So we're moving forward. Yo, the way I hear that in my head is how I say it, like, we're not doing that. Next. Now, he acknowledged that Jennings' calf injury is legitimate, stating that both things can be true. That Jennings is hurt and that he desires his contract, I guess. Lynch also mentioned the team's ongoing wide receiver issue with Brandon Aya. We always say that. And rookie Jordan Watson and Jacob Howling, dealing with injuries too. So, in essence, before the injury, he had a strong performance. And it led him to seek, a more profitable contract or a trade to kind of put pressure on him. Like, you know what? Don't go nowhere, bro. We'll pay you. You know what I mean? Creating tension within the 49ers organization. His subsequent calf injury, I'm pretty sure further complicated the situation. But despite the contract injury, Lynch stated that the 49ers did not trade him. You know what I'm saying? Like, likely due to his value to the team, like the injury concern surrounding, the other receivers probably more severe than whatever injury Jennings is dealing with. So, yeah, man, hopefully they get it together. People live in Northern Cali, so the Niners were definitely my team. You know what I'm saying? I always fucking with I was always a fan of Jerry Rice too. But yeah, we're gonna stay on the gridiron with this shit. So next up on the gridiron, we got Jacksonville Jaguars saying that Travis Hunter is back full speed for week 1. He's the guy, whatever, that make bad decisions. This is not about that. This is about so several sources confirm that Jacksonville Jaguars rookie Travis Hunter is back full speed and expected to play in week 1 against the Carolina Panthers. May 10, 2025, Hunter attends Jaguars rookie minicamp and is observed getting extra work during practice and diving into the playbook. July 29th, Jaguars are reportedly implementing a rotating schedule for Hunter to build up his dual workload, aiming for him to play a very snap on both offense and defense. Oh yeah, they're gonna overwork this. I hope he's getting his money's worth or whatever, because he might burn out. Like, he might really get hurt, like, because he's gonna be double targeted. August 6, 2025, Hunter participated in the Jaguar training camp, splitting time between 13 offense and 17 defense to build the stamina for playing both sides of the ball. I haven't really studied Travis Hunter that much in that man's thing. He really the truth like that? So early August 2025, Hunter plays on offense and defense in the preseason opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers, totaling 18 snaps. On August 14th, during a scrimmage, 5 days after the preseason opener, Hunter crashed hard into the ground while defending three pads and sustained the upper body injury. Probably banged his shoulder up or an elbow or something. I don't know. I be picturing sometimes when they describe this shit, I just be picturing how it goes down. From August 15th to the 21st, Hunter misses practice and the Jaguars' second preseason game against the New Orleans Saints due to an injury. According to Pro Football Network, the team's approach is cautious to prevent further aggravation and ensure that he's ready for week 1. Late August 2025, Hunter missed the remainder of training camp and the preseason finale against the Miami Dolphins. Although this is likely due to the Jaguars resting their starters. So, yeah, even before that happened, you ain't gonna burn your starters out on the street. August 27th, Hunter returned to practice with team practicing the individual drills. Later in that day, the Jaguar general manager, James Gladstone, confirmed that Hunter is was on the grad and rolling at full speed. He states that Hunter is healthy and cleared to play for Week 1 against the Carolina Panthers on September 7th. We'll be watching that shit on feed. Also on August 27th, according to Sports Illustrated, Gladstone confirmed that the Jaguars' plans for Hunter to play both offense and defense have not changed, stating that there hasn't been any shift on that front. Hunter announced that same day the birth of his child with his wife, Leanna Hunter. And the following day, Coach Liam Cohen reflected on Hunter's training camp, acknowledging the injury as a bummer, but expressed satisfaction with Hunter's progress and the team's plan to integrate him into, role. So yeah, that's like chronologically how all of this filled up. I like to give y'all this shit in time order because as a person who watches YouTube show, I hate when shit be all over the place. Like, you could easily, but a lot of times it's because these dudes will just go and get an AI overview and then just read it to y'all, and they don't spin on it, they don't change the narration and all of that, right? I be doing my shit in clip notes, and I just be giving y'all the shit. But yeah, I just so that y'all can see how we get because going forward, then I can always go back with it. Travis Hunter, his body might be at full speed, but based on what I've been seeing about this shit with him and his, whatever's going on with him and his wife, his brain might not be. Shout out to Travis Hunter. Probably need more luck with your wife or whatever than you do with him. Last but definitely not least, gridiron news. New England Patriots come to New York for the Cutlets. Tommy Cutlets, that is. So, New England Patriots claim quarterback Tommy DeVito and releasing wide receiver Hendrick Bourne. Now, before 2023, DeVito played college ball at Syracuse, you know what I'm saying, Orange, and Illinois, you know what I mean, before going undrafted in the 2023 NFL Draft. On May 5th, 2023, DeVito signed as an undrafted free agent with the New York Giants. Great. Same situation or whatever we saw Charlo Sanders do with the Buccaneers. Right? On October 31st, 2023, DeVito was signed to the Giants' active roster after starting the season on the practice squad. Now remember, Charlo was on the Bucs as an undrafted, free agent, and where he got cut for the whole Zach Davidson slap, punch, whatever. He was hoping that he made the practice squad, but they ain't picking for that either. Now, during that 2023 NFL season, DeVito became a fan favorite in New York, playing in 9 games and starting 6 after injuries to Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor. You know what I mean? He completed 114 out of 178 passes for 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, achieving a passer rating of 89.2. He also adds 195 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. Now, the 2024 season, DeVito played in 3 games for the Giants, starting 2 of them. He completed 31 of 44 passes for like 257 yards and 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. The passer rating of 55.1. So you had a little dip, you know what I mean, there. Now, late 2024, around this time, like Kendrick Burns, or Bourne, you know what I mean by that, signed a new 3-year, $19.5 million contract with the Patriots, which included $5.5 million in guaranteed money. And the deal contained a clause that would guarantee $2.5 million of his 2025 salary if he achieved 800 receiving yards in 2024. Get the money? I gotta look that up. March 2025, Patriots trade for Stephon Diggs. Yeah, you know. New name, adding, veteran presence to their wide receiver room. And on August 1st, Bourne suffered a foot sprain during the training camp practice, causing him to miss a significant portion of the preseason. Now, August 21st, 2025, and the final week of the preseason, DeVito impresses the Patriots in a game where the Giants played the Patriots, completing 17 of 20 passes for 198 yards and 3 touchdowns in a 42-10 Giants win. Yeah, I mean, shit, if he was on the... okay, so now... It's like you can't beat them, join them. You know what I mean? Or have them join you. August 26, 2025, ahead of the 4 p.m. Cut down deadline. New York Giants released Tommy DeVito. Giants general manager later stated that they hope to bring him back on the practice squad, but they missed that boat because the Patriots came right behind and signed that nigga. You know what I'm saying? The Giants they dropped the ball now. According to ESPN, the Patriots, claimed DeVito off waivers, and at the same time, the Patriots were attempting to trade, Kendrick Bourne to Minnesota Vikings, but the deal fell through, according to Boston Herald. It was reported that the Patriots approached Bourne about a pay cut, but he declined and subsequently requested his release. In August of so on August 28th, the Patriots officially announced the release of Kendrick Bourne along with Javon Baker, make room for DeVito, and newly claimed cornerback Charles Wood. Bourne's release leaves the Patriots with 6 wide receivers on their roster after initially keeping 8. Okay, but I mean they got people like you just damn. I don't know, man. The Patriots' decision to claim the veto reflected the desire to kind of bolster their quarterback depth, behind Trey May and Joshua Dobbs. Especially after, like I just said, he played them and he had a hell of a performance. As far as Kendrick Bourne, like his injury probably influenced his release, and the acquisition of Stephon Diggs just made it easier for him to cut. Like, that with the contract situation, like he don't want to take less money, and they don't want to pay, they don't want to pay people. Like they offered you to stay, or whatever. Like you just gotta take less bread because they want to bring some superstars over. Now, my beef is, how the fuck y'all cut Tommy Cut? I like dog. Not only like he a hometown dude, like he's from Jersey, but still, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? The boys from Jersey, not far from where, not far from MetLife Stadium, not far from New York. Dude played in Syracuse before going to Illinois. And like, he performed, he showing up. And now it got me thinking about what Mike Tannenbaum was saying about the Giants putting all of their trust in Russell Wilson, who according to statistics is past his prime for a quarterback. Past time age for a quarterback. Over Jackson Dart when Darwin started. And then it's like, you got all of this hot talent for real, but you still want to put like all of your trust in Russell Wilson. Boy, his name Tommy Tucker, and you don't get no more, But anyway, shout out to Tommy D, man. Tommy Cutler. I'm pretty sure he'll do well over there at the Patriots. I'm hoping that all of this investment in Russell Wilson doesn't come to bite the Giants. Like, I don't really feel like we should risk having starting our season off. Like, mix it up. I'm not saying don't start him. Like I said, bro, Russell Wilson is not necessarily a scrub, but he just inconsistent. So it's kind of hard for me to put my trust in. Yeah, man, that's what's going on. Live and got a live show. Episode 37. Every morning, Monday through Friday. Trying to be on this shit or whatever, man. Shit before. What are you talking about? But yeah, man. that's our show for today. 4-day week. I'm happy about that. I'm thinking, because when I first started the Rise and Shine Live show, I was thinking about starting it at 9. But I noticed that a little more active when I do it around like 10. Not to mention, like, I be having a whole little morning routine, like with workouts and all that shit. And then, you know, give me time or whatever to kind of post back. Coming up later, we'll have a report on tomorrow. I'll be breaking down closing arguments in the Cardi B civil assault trial. And after that, you know, they'll be going into deliberation and we'll see how that pans out. Yeah, but that's pretty much our show for today. Shout out to everybody who pulled up and in with us. Hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you really mind for the content. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe. So, Daylight TV. I'm out.